Just poddin'. Do 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 do. Just poddin'. Do 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 do. Where a podcast is just a podcast. Where a podcast is just a podcast with Ashley, Tequila. We're just poddin'. Do 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 do. Yeah.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, everybody? It's your girl Ashley.
And Tequila.
And we are Just Poddin'. Welcome back to another episode of the Just Poddin' Podcast, where we are just a podcast, or a podcast is just a podcast. We are your hosts, and we have in the building LL Betty White.
Long live Betty White, baby. Golly. She hurt the hood with this one right here, y'all.
They done took our girl out, y'all.
It's surgery, y'all.
Just a few more hours, but I guess that's just how 2021 went. Went out losing the great.
Yeah, no, we
Came in losing the great, went out losing the great,
There you go.
But we had some great things in between, some bullshit in between, that's what life is, though, ain't it?
That's what life is.
That's what life is. And we gotta learn how to take the punches as they come.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but yeah, Betty White is my girl. I'm really sad that she's no longer with us, but she lived a great life. She leaves on a great legacy. So, RIP to the legend.
And if you threw a party,
everyone. The biggest gift.
The biggest.
Thank you for being my friend.
Oh.
They better let him sing that at the funeral.
Right.
They better, because she need a homegoing celebration.
Oh, I want to go. Oh, no, the COVID out. I can't do
that. Yeah, let's go get the Spring 2 tour.
Online.
We're not trying to go back to the Millennial Tour with featuring Omarion.
First, right. I'm not trying to go back. Y'all didn't get no ticket. But I got my ticket. Okay. Omarion pulled up on a girl like okay, he did the whole Omarion challenge on me, y'all. Your girl got the dog on COVID over the holiday break, but I'm glad that I'm negative. But at this point, we don't know what's going on because the CDC then tried to give us what to do, and we done said forget that, and so now the CDC saying forget y'all. So at the end of the day, you guys, I want y'all to protect yourself. I thought I was out here protecting myself, fully vaxxed, got a booster. Child, I got COVID right after I got the booster.
You are protecting yourself. Everybody out there, the vaccine does not prevent you from getting COVID for the 1,000th time for the people in the back.
All right.
Oh, no, I know. I'm just saying, but I'm wearing my mask.
For the people that's listening.
I'm wearing my mask. Wash my hands, but it still got me. So y'all just to make sure y'all do all the necessary precautions so you're not catching COVID. If you need to stay home, if you're sick, take the time to take care of yourself first because you can't help other people unless yourself is taken care of. But that was my big get it off the chest, you guys. Just COVID got me, and we moving on because at this point I ain't got nothing else to lose. I done caught COVID, so I'm about to live my life in 2022, and that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. Anywho, anybody else before we get back into the months have anything to say? Y'all, this podcast. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and give my little spill again. So what I said was this year has been a difficult year, but I will not say that it's been the worst year. It's had its challenges. We've all had our triumphs. We've had our laughs. We had our cries. We have had our wins. We've had our losses. We've had our tantrums. But damn it, look at us. We here, we alive and well. And I was telling them earlier, for some reason, it feels like I've lived my best life and my worst life all at the same time. And I think it's just all about how, like you deal with the punches that are thrown at you, the kicks, like how you respond to it. But We here. Let's hop into this meme calendar. Um,
Hold on, we can say how 2021 was for us.
Go ahead. Yeah.
2021 for me was, like you said, highs and lows. That comes with every year. But for me, this was the best year for me in a long time. I feel like 2021 has set up for me to be great in 2022. So I'm just excited to see where the next year goes from here, God willing. And I just pray for prosperity for my family and friends, and for me to continue to grow as a person, to keep learning so I can be the best me for everyone around me. And I'll just leave it at that.
Yes, that's so good. 2021 for me, I'm honestly, y'all, I'm still processing it. Obviously, it came with bad, it came with good. I will say going into 2022, I'm not in the same place, obviously, that I was going into the year of 2021. So that's just a blessing in itself. And at the end of the day, I'm just trying to keep a positive mindset. And that's what I want to carry into the new year, just positivity, and continue to growth. And yeah. And Tequila said earlier off cam that I learned in 2021 was, you said God's timing, and that I'm gonna be.
I don't forget.
I think it was
What I say.
You said God's timing, and God's gonna place you in the right place at
When
the
it's
right
his time.
when
Yeah.
it's his
Oh yeah, okay. Y'all know I just be saying so I can't remember my words. Y'all better record them and write them
That
down.
was so sweet. But so yeah, let's get in.
So what we're doing this episode, y'all, we are counting down. Well, we're not counting down anything. We are reviewing 2021 by what was the biggest, or the talk of the town, or the talk of the blogs, or talk amongst Black culture for each month of the year. So Sergey will be leading this. Take it away.
All right. So y'all know 2020 was some junk. So we thought 2021 was gonna come in with a bang, and my nigga, it did. It came in with a bang. The white folks storming the White House.
The Capitol.
Capital.
Baby, they stormed it. They brought big cans of paint and they stormed that thing. And if it had been one of us, just one, not thousands, just one of us, baby,
Shot dead.
dead. It'd have been justice for somebody.
Justice for somebody.
Justice
For real.
for somebody black.
Say his or her name.
Right.
Right. Say his or right.
And damn it, I'm tired of saying people's names.
Yeah. That was
still doing that.
Right. That was literally insane, y'all. I was working from home on my couch, scrolling through social media. I had stopped working for the day because it was just too much foolishness going on for me. I said, oh, these white people ain't about to get my money. Y'all out here acting crazy. Or it get my time. I'm talking about my money. They not about to get my time today. I'm about to get their money. They not getting my time. And it was just literally insane how I just never thought anything like that could happen. Like, I just feel like, how did they even make it to the door, to the steps, let alone inside the building? When wasn't Congress holding like
a meeting? Yeah.
The vote, like, it was just like, it was too much. They were sitting at people's desks, opening people's mails, like shouting in people's faces, like carrying assault rifles. Like, it was just literally insane. This will go down in the history books, y'all. And when I read about it, honestly, I'm still going to be in disbelief.
Right.
Like,
let's hope it goes in. Hope it goes into the history books the right way. They need to let us write it.
It's too much social media for it not to.
They need to let us write it.
It's going in there right. I best believe it. So see, social media fucked up history. See, the white people trying to advance technology, but what they don't understand is you can't write what you was writing in the history books we grew up on because there was no social media. But baby, we got receipts now, so they're gonna have to write that shit right.
All right.
And
okay.
On that, let's move to February.
enough,
'Cause we ain't gonna
enough with
spend
the
too much
white.
time on no white people.
All right.
Period.
February, we know it was the Gorilla Glue girl. Like, she couldn't even really pat her weave, baby. Pat.
Mine moving, but you know,
Hers,
Yeah.
hers what?
It don't move. It don't move.
don't move my hair.
Hers didn't.
It don't move.
Something had a hold of her.
She was like, "Look, y'all."
You look. I've been washing it all week. I'm like,
Y'all, I could not believe. What would y'all do if that happened to y'all?
oh, I would cry. But I
would
would
cry,
not be
and then what would you do? Cut it off.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not about to get on daggone social media.
and tell the whole world.
Exactly. None of our answers had social media in the
Mm-mm.
answer. And the bad part about it, the lady is 40 years old, y'all. Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
See? I didn't know that.
She is 40
I did not
years.
know that.
Like, ma'am, you are too old to be on social
Be
media.
experimenting like that. That's
She ain't
something
thought it
you
was gonna
do.
blow up. She ain't thought the social media was gonna blow up. Girl, goodbye.
That's something you do back in high school, middle school.
No, that is nothing you ever do.
That's really it. And it says it on the bottle. Well, maybe it didn't say it on the bottle.
This says skin. Don't put on your skin, baby. Your hair is your skin, honey. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. All because you didn't have some gorilla snot, so you just thought gorilla glue would work. Bitch, why is you putting any type of glue in your head? That she don't piss me off, got me calling her out her name.
I was saying not you call her.
My bad, lady.
She ain't had nothing. She couldn't go to the store. Nothing.
Oh my gosh, that just pissed me off. Let's move on before I say something else. Ricky.
All right. March was the lady that had shackles on her feet. In my eyes, I feel like she had shackles on her feet. Her husband had shackles on her feet, and she could not dance.
That's what it was.
Because it was Derek Jackson, y'all. Like we say, it really wasn't him for us, because like we know when people ain't about Jack.
A man gone man.
We're gonna move on because
Some of them.
Yeah, thank you. This was the wife though, just sitting right there, like she's gonna sit beside him, I guess.
Baby, you need to blink twice because she was looking like she didn't want to be there.
Yeah, we told you, that's why we need to see the camera, the waist down, because she had some shackles on her feet.
No, she was sitting there. Then she did a video by herself, and she said she had on that helmet of salvation or whatever. And I said,
garbage.
When I tell y'all, I had a field day with that lie. I watched every second of that video, and I could not stop laughing. I was just in disbelief of. It's really sad, really, because I really feel like people like that. I don't know if it's a form of brainwash, like being brainwashed or what, but it's just the way she was talking is just like, ma'am, these don't sound like your true intentions or your words. This sounds like you regurgitating what somebody told you how you should feel. Mm-hmm. And you're saying that to us. It just didn't seem genuine. And honestly, I feel like he's been grooming her because, they've been together since they've been little in school. So I feel like he's been grooming her to be this way so he can go out here and be in these streets, and she just gonna sit at the house and have her helmet on of salvation.
Listen, I didn't know that he was married, to be honest. I've seen a couple of his videos, and one of my friends, she would send and be like, what do you think about this? And I'd be like, this man is boo-boo the fool. I don't even know why they gave him a guru title.
Let me tell you something. Don't send me no videos of no man in his car telling me about how men is, because 9 times out of 10, you one of them too.
Right.
I don't like.
Probably in the car getting ready to go see the
Oh no, they had pictures. He was literally in front of his mistress's house.
Yes.
They put her picture of circle. He was in the background, because this is my thing. Like, I don't like people who bash women, and I also don't like people who bash men either. So it's like, if you're completely one-sided, I can't trust you. Mm-hmm. Kevin Samuels. Okay. So
I was just
I'm looking at something else. So it's just like, I can't, when it all just seems so one-sided, it's just not giving for me.
Kevin saying, who is it that man was saying, you can't make this shit up? I can't make this shit up.
You be like, and why are you not married again? And how many? You got 3
How old
kids.
are you?
You got 3 kids at 40. Ain't no
And
man
how
want
much you
you.
make?
He say,
No man want you.
I'll be like, and then, oh my
What you
gosh,
saying, Tab?
I'm with a lady. I'm with a lady. I'm like, sir.
I'm like, but you not married either. So why is you getting on these women that's not
and yes,
married?
y'all stop letting people give y'all advice.
They be going on there ready to get their feelings hurt too. But no, one lady read his ass down and he hung up on her.
Oh, I need to see that one.
Yeah,
I be wanting somebody to go on there and just read him. I'm so sick of him.
Yeah, but he sometimes do be getting on the men, but it's just not as much as the women.
As the women.
Like you can hold people accountable and not bash them, but this ain't even about Kevin, so we can move on to the next one.
Yes, but Derrick Jackson's wife, listen, if you want to get out of the sunken place, phone a friend.
Phone a friend.
She ain't gonna know.
Because that whole situation,
that should have not been our first introduction to her. Like
just like Daniel Kaluuya.
Done. He's giving me bunker life. Like I feel like she's standing. Y'all watch Kimmy Schmidt when Kimmy stayed in that bunker with the Reverend. That's what I feel like she is.
What's the next month?
The next month is April. Do it like it's your B-Day.
Do it like it's your
Baby,
baby.
the double homicide, the impulsive insensitivity on Jocelyn's, was it Cabaret?
Mm-hmm.
Yo.
Jocelyn's Cabaret. How she say it?
How she say choreography, y'all? Is that how she said?
What the
choreography?
Yeah. It's not like a.
I be questioning myself. I'm like, wait a minute. Is that the right word?
No, girl.
They don't know the choreography. And I'm like,
that's right.
Anyway.
I like the way she said this shit sexy.
Oh, goodbye.
Right.
It's sexy and very illiterate.
That's just not no accent, boo.
It's
giving you ain't took the time out to learn.
It's giving illiterate.
Okay.
But yes, double homicide. That was y'all. That girl, this is the wrong place, the wrong time for you to be trying to tell people that you had an abortion with twins with these women in here. This is not the place.
No.
And then that girl just spit out double homicide like it was just second nature. Like she was meant to think it and then she just said it. It was crazy.
You got to know the place where you go be vulnerable at.
Anything with Jocelyn's name on it ain't the one.
That ain't it.
You thought it was a safe space. She thought she was with her friends or her co-workers.
Not you. Ain't that a competition?
These ain't your co-workers.
Baby, this is American Idol, the strip edition. Like
y'all trying to get the same jobs.
This ain't it.
It's your competition, yep.
Yeah, this ain't it.
Ooh.
May.
But May had a field day.
Try to find a brother that is down for me. You trying to take my baby. Oh, what the hell? No.
Don't mess with my man.
But she messed with somebody man.
Portia. How Jesse will be doing it. Portia.
Come on, Porsche.
Come on up.
The Southern Belle, the Georgia Peach. With that gorgeous smile, taking that woman's name.
Portia, I like Portia, but this was dead ass wrong, and you know it. And I'm not even hyped up on. They wasn't friends. Y'all was in close enough range of each other to not be messy with that man husband. That lady husband. I'm sorry, Fallon. With that lady husband, you all up in her house, introducing her to the show.
Mm-hmm.
And then now that I go back and watch that episode when she went over Fallon's Simon's house, and she was meeting Simon for the first time, or she was meeting Simon at the pool. I don't think it was her first time. But it was an awkward encounter. Like she was like, "This is Simon, y'all," and then he was like going in for a hug, and she was like, like a fist bump. Who in the hell fist bump anybody that's just me.
Like,
Like,
they never watched the show, so they kind of like giving like, oh, like y'all already had something going
yeah.
on. Yeah.
But of course, when you're watching it first, you don't think nothing of it. But then you go back and watch it, you like, why are you going out of your way to not? He's just greeting you. Like, why are you making it awkward? And she also said on the show that Dennis and Simon were friends. That's
the part.
That's how
where
she
it was
was
more
Simon.
mixed.
But clearly, that was a lie. They were not friends.
Oh, okay.
So, or maybe they knew each other in the businesses. You know, the housewives.
I think it was like a work related thing.
No, I don't even think it was that. The housewives and stuff be lying to us to introduce people. They find people and they kind of make a connection or whatever. But Portia, this man was still married. How y'all all of a sudden engaged? Talking about, oh no, they took a month. They only took a month. Girl, did you not learn with Dennis? You slept with him on the first night, got pregnant, y'all got engaged, y'all rushed that. It still didn't work. You cannot get engaged and then start trying to get to know somebody. She do it backwards every time.
Want to be a Southern? That's the one. He's giving me want to be a Southern Belle so bad.
It's given. Portia's always been the common denominator. She's always been the problem. But
you would it be because she was, y'all know she used to be down in that church preaching that word. That's why you can't trust everybody on the pulpit. She was down there. Yeah,
I do like Portia. I do like Portia. I just wish Portia would have gave us her fans, her supporters a little notice, because baby, we was all shook. Like, we could not come to her defense on that one. We was like, baby, no, that's
no, they're not. Notice
what y'all think the note? What you think the note should have said?
It should have been.
Hey y'all, this is what I'm about to do.
It shouldn't have been one, because whether we had a year notice, a week notice, a day notice, nobody's defending that. It's ridiculous.
Wait, let's break Jay in so he can say his comment.
I don't see no comments.
Hi, Jay. Jay, how you feel about Portia?
I mean, I thought she cool with it. She said, I'm gonna do some on-the-job training real quick, and I'm gonna find a way to get what I need, and then I'm gonna take it. So she took the opportunity. Like, I mean, nothing that they do on that show really surprises me. But I thought that they said that they introduced those people anyway, just because the show tells them to do that, not because they actually know those people.
Exactly, that's what they say.
So I guess she got caught up and like, dang, oh well, I got to introduce my side boo's wife to the group.
That's what I'm saying. I wasn't even caught up on the friend thing. I just feel like I'm not trying to date my coworker husband. Like, I done been all up in your house. Now I'm in the house. Like, this is my house now. That's why they're trying to get in the house.
It might not have been her first time in the house.
But I'm saying, regardless, I don't want to be in that house, period. Like, that's why they're trying to get a new house now. Because we're not about to be cooking in the same kitchen you and Fallon was in. Like, come on now. See? And I'm all up in your pool. It's giving trifling. That's all I'm saying. But Portia and Simon, good luck to y'all. Congrats to Fallon and her, because Fallon was doing her thing too. Now, let's not forget, she just had a baby, so congrats to her.
Black love.
It ain't gonna last though. I tell you.
Whatever. So June was the man that had 3 or 4 or 5 dreads at the top of his head. Ronnie O'Neal, the Florida man who served as his own lawyer. The man served as his own lawyer. And tell you, listen now. Sometimes when people tell you what you need to do, listen. But the nigga said he did kill the man.
He was honest.
I did kill him, but let me tell you how I did it. They told the man that you know what, you might be in the former life, you would be a very good lawyer, but we need to get you one.
Lying.
Like, y'all,
that thing was so crazy how that man was in that courtroom, so serious. You know, y'all already know something in that Florida water down there, and it's something that is not right.
It might be the gator piss. Crazy. I think it's alligator piss.
I don't know what it is, but it's just something it's abnormal.
I remember when I was interviewing for a job in Florida to do the news, and the man was like, why do you want to come to Florida? Because, news here, it's crazy. I was like, that's exactly why. It's never gonna be a dull moment at work. It's never
Girl, that's stressful. Who want to do that? I would not want to hear all them stories like that day after day.
Because news here, it's crazy.
Okay,
like,
yeah, that
I
man
was like,
was out of his mind.
But for him to say that, I'm like, okay, they for real about
Right.
what's happening in Florida. Like,
it's like say, okay, like you gonna be out here in these streets. How you gonna protect yourself?
Exactly.
Right.
Because you might end up on the story.
Different breed.
That's what it is.
Cut from a different cloth, baby. All right, what's the next month?
She's a runner. She's a track star. You know
You don't run away when it gets hot.
Whoa.
I'm gonna stick beside her. Come on, Sha'Carri. I'm sticking beside her.
For
We
July.
support Black excellence over here.
All right. And whether she knew better or not, which we hope she did, the baby was stressed. And I want to know like who else was tested. Was the whites tested for the white girl, Christina Aguilera?
No.
You know.
No.
Christina Aguilera was running track.
Go so
Boy.
Going back to the lobby, J. Chris. Go back.
We're gonna put you back in the room now.
We mean that Coquiana.
Get that white girl.
Christina Aguilera. I do it too loud. Okay.
I see you.
You see me.
But yeah, y'all. It was just, I just feel like they just didn't give her any grace. And I understand criticism. I understand constructive criticism. But when y'all are just, the week before, she was just the best person in America for the Blacks. Let me stop. For the Black people. And then the next week, it was like everybody just turned on her. It was so crazy to me. And I respect Sha'Carri because yes, she has some growing to do. Yet she's a child to me. Like she's 19, 20 years old. We all had growing to do at that age. So I feel like she should get some grace. She lost her mom. Like she'll be back to the Olympics. Like this is not the end of her. And whatever path she's gonna go, like it's just gonna happen. Like I don't have any doubt in that. But I just feel like give her room to grow. And I just respect her for being herself. Now, do I agree with everything she says or everything she does? No. But I respect her for being true to herself and knowing who she is. And with time, that will turn into greatness. Mark my words.
Come on here.
Yes. There's no following up that. Tequila said it perfectly.
Leave that girl alone. Sheesh.
Mm-hmm.
So... August, I got 3 of them, y'all.
So August birthday month.
I got 3 of them. So the white lady.
I feel some type of way.
What? You don't say it again.
The white lady that came to the neighbor house and said, "What you do?" Because he came home crying all month tonight.
That was August. That seemed longer ago.
That was August. The Delta variant, because people was getting comfortable. The Delta variant came around, and then he had to make room for, and then the milk crate challenge.
That's the one.
That's August.
The crate challenge.
But that all motherfucking night one was funny, y'all, because I want to know what you did because she almost like, ma'am. Now that was some meth in there.
And she was like, "Oh yeah, that was meth." That was it. Was that Florida too? It looked like it.
It looked like it.
It probably was.
Is that DJ Chose? Look like DJ Chose.
Now, I was not the one or the two to get my behind on the crates and try to attempt the crate challenge, but the pure laughter that I got from people just trying to go up those crates and knowing it's dangerous. I don't know why. Like, to me, I always say this on the podcast, I think somebody falling is funny. And I know that's probably not I shouldn't laugh at somebody falling, but I just do. But to watch those people up on the dock on crates, and then watch Uncle Snoop, because he was the first person that reported it to me. Uncle Snoop was like, who came up with this? like
He
crate
was the first
challenge.
one that reported it.
Like he was the first person that I saw like do
Wow.
like a side by side of like, y'all, what's going on? Like, who is the person that came up with in the hood about this doggone crate challenge? And just to see like Black people, like y'all are so creative. Like this was something dangerous that y'all should not do, but y'all are so creative. Like, look how something as simple as walking on crates took off. Like other people was doing it. Y'all had celebrities doing it. Like it was a whole thing. Like I just want y'all to acknowledge like how creative y'all are. And I just want to say that I was the first person to do crate challenge because baby, listen to the podcast.
We talked about it on the podcast. And like I said on the other podcast, it was dumb. I didn't laugh. I thought it was stupid. I'm not encouraging nobody to do that. Black people are creative, but that's not the creativity we need to spark. Because people were going to the hospital. People were really injured.
And you know, some of y'all don't be having like health insurance. We don't be needing no GoFundMe's for
I was like, these people, but there were some impressive ones, like the man that rolled a blunt while walking them, and the lady that walked in her heels. So y'all were getting really impressive, but I still don't recommend doing it. Please do not come up with something like that in 2022. Let's do something safer, something on the ground. Right. Okay. Something that maybe can help the community. Or, I mean, you know, just something safe. Because that was just dumb to me. But it was a very, very pivotal moment in the year, for sure.
Because the price of crates went up.
And that's another thing. That shit pissed me off. Walmart done lost their goddamn mind.
See, yeah, they went up. Today's price was not yesterday's price.
When they close.
You know, I don't do that. We wasn't paying.
I don't do that, but like you go to the grocery store when they close and pick them up. Because for what?
They was pulling up things back in. Oh, we can sell these now. We can sell these.
Oh my God.
September. Squid Games.
It's my favorite month. It's like my favorite month.
Y'all.
I love Squid Games.
Let's skip to the end of Squid Games when he tried to get over on the old man. When he tried to get over on the old man, and the old man, like,
with the marbles?
With the marbles. Like, that made me so mad. And then
what made you mad?
So you got to do what you got to do in life with death.
Oh, he got it. And then that made me so mad because then I built this relationship. I was like, nah. Ain't nobody daggone genuine. And then
I felt bad until I seen the end.
Yeah, until I saw the end, I was like, oh, done.
Fuck it.
Right.
But I felt bad, but I'm like, it's me or you.
And I also didn't like the when was the Indian guy.
That was my worst.
That one I felt bad for. I ain't felt bad for the old man because old man was like, we're Gandhi and gave him the marble. But how that Chinese man or Asian man did the Indian man,
I forgot.
I said he was wrong for that.
Yeah.
He was. I did not like him. I didn't like him from the beginning though.
Right, because he was out because he knew the games and he was not trying to help nobody. And they said a team. And I get he was trying to do what he had to do, but you could have helped the team so far.
Right.
Because when it got to that little glass jump,
if you're not gonna help, then go by yourself. Be by yourself. Like
ain't
nobody begging you to be up here with us. Bye.
Stop using us. And then when it got to the glass game, like he wasn't trying to help that man through nothing.
So
that had pissed me off.
You get mad, knocky head. It's all right. It's in the past. It's in the past. It's behind us.
And I felt bad for the girls too.
Best series of 2021. I'm saying it. That was the most enjoyable season that I watched of any TV
better
show.
Than clickbait.
I like clickbait. I did like clickbait.
Better than
Yes, it's better than clickbait.
What's the other one?
2021 Squid Games was the
best. It was good.
Because it sparked the most debate. It sparked the most conversation.
Yeah.
Clickbait had conversation, but it ain't had nothing like Squid Game.
Nah, you got Squid Game.
It was the most. I don't know. It was different.
When nobody dressing up as clickbait for daggone Halloween.
Right.
People catfish all the time.
Mhm.
October, I have red flags down.
Let me tell y'all, this the best month, and why we had to get the red flags. Not my birthday month,
Red flag.
but it was the moment. This might have been another hot take.
Mm-hmm.
The funniest moment on social media for me. And
The
it
red
went on
flag.
for so long. People still posting them now.
Right.
I'm like, let it go. Let it go.
That's a red flag. Someone sent me one the other day. They're just like, if she says she's celibate, it's a red flag. I was like, y'all not go to me. I said I hate Facebook.
Let me see if I can find one of my favorite ones.
Dang, I ain't even got none no more.
There were some good ones though. I mean, everybody jumped on it from like businesses.
They did like they was really promoting with that stuff.
And
Cause you know they gonna cop on the culture stuff every time.
Listen, but I had liked to see it. I think that was one thing that I really enjoyed about 2020 and watching people like brand, like take like the big trending thing of the month and like make it to fit their brand or whatever they were selling.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I think it was,
I think that's still in the culture. And they need to pay black creators because they did that shit with Meg, that Hottie Summer, and that shit pissed me the hell off.
Oh, Hottie Summer.
I hate that. Stop taking black people's stuff and using it for your game.
Because
Fashion Nova the words every time something big.
Oh, Fashion Nova does do it. Well, maybe I should be clear. Maybe I don't like it when like big names do it, but I do like it when like I think seeing like
you talking about.
I saw like some of my creator friends did it, like black people.
Pay the black creators that's coming up with. I don't care if you.
I agree. They can definitely get paid.
I don't care if you black or white. You take you
they
using it.
Get paid. Kev on Stage did one with the Drake album.
Yeah. So anyway, but like Tequila say, what Kev on Stage say when it's for black people?
It's for black people.
Anyway,
it's for black people anyway.
Oh, that pisses me off. Now that's a red flag shit. There we go.
We got one. You didn't say yours.
I have forgot what we was doing. We had to
right. I couldn't find it.
And you getting stressed. So come on, bring it in November.
November. I want to have a very funny one, but I said Travis Scott. So like
yeah, that was it though. That was very accurate.
Talk of the town. All towns.
It's a tragic situation. I will say when it first came out, I did think Travis Scott should have taken some of the blame just because of his past activities and inciting riots and whether he was seeing something in the crowd or not, it's just past behavior for me. And then him telling people to break in and sneak in when they don't have tickets and all that. But now I feel like y'all doing too much. Like, and it's tragic. Like people lost their lives, but I feel like, yes, Travis should have took some accountability, but I don't think he needs to be the full blame for this. And that's what it looks like they're doing. And I feel bad. I feel bad for everybody involved, especially the loved ones of those lost. It's just a tragic situation. And I don't know. I just feel like people just, y'all be aware of your surroundings and not even be aware of your surroundings. You need to respect other people. Like for y'all not to stop while people are literally dying at your feet and y'all want to continue to quote unquote enjoy yourself or rage or whatever. There's an issue there. Y'all need to just respect people and respect people's lives. And I feel like people don't do that. And I just feel bad. It's a tragic situation.
Well said.
Let's go to December.
That is December. We thought we was good. And everybody started getting free tickets to the Scream 2 tour, the Millennium Tour featuring Omarion.
Yeah.
It made us, we tired of COVID. We really are. We don't know. we don't know the day or the hour that we gonna catch it.
Oh my God.
like, and like, and we take the proper precautions. We take the proper precautions, but like, we don't know if the people around us, like are doing it, and then like, we end up getting sick and stuff like that. And so we're not gonna kind of like. That's all I gotta say on Omarion. What y'all gotta say?
Omarion came in and showed his ass. Do you hear me? Just when we thought not better, but like manageable. Like we was like getting to a place where maybe it was like, okay, this how we maneuver. Omarion came through and said, "Oh no, your nose running, you got it.
You
You
know you
sneeze, you got it. You got a headache, you got it.
You got it.
You got an itch on your arm, you got it.
You got it.
It's like no matter what. Yeah, we had to eat Christmas dinner outside, y'all. That's how crazy.
And look how good God is for allowing the weather to be just good enough
Yes,
for us to be outside. It was
y'all,
windy.
Columbia, it was 75 degrees on Christmas.
Right.
So I was thankful. But it's just like, and then tonight, this is New Year's Eve. I had plans to go to Houston. We was going to try to go to Vegas, go to Houston, go to DC. And then at the last minute, we was like, we'll just go to Atlanta. I'm glad I did not buy no plane tickets nowhere, baby, because everybody I know, literally everybody I know, well, with the exception of, I ain't going to call you out. But most 99%.
You almost did.
99% of the people are staying in the house. Of my friends and my family are staying in the house, me included. So it's just like Omarion really changed everything, because in November we was planning to do stuff like, okay, what are we doing for Christmas? What are we doing for New Year's? So it's just like.
And in December.
Did it December?
We was in December. We was planning.
Yeah,
right. But golly, like it's.
Yes, y'all. I'm over it. Just wear your mask, wash your hands. Don't be putting your hands in your mouth when you're in public.
Or at home.
I saw that yesterday. I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Being nasty. You're nasty.
Rubbing your nose. Listen, y'all know in 2020, y'all can't cough. Y'all can't have a little sniffle. You can't have allergies.
I'm doing all that. Y'all because I got allergies. I've been coughing and I've been sneezing, honey, but I'm good.
They'll take y'all right into the quarantine.
I got an email yesterday from CVS. It was like, thank you for your visit. And it had Clemson Road on it. So I called my mama. I said, you feeling okay? She was like, yeah. Yeah. And she was like, why you asking that? I was like, I was just asking. And then she said, can you order me some of that tea off of Amazon that you had ordered last time with the ginger and stuff? I said, is you okay? And she was like, yeah, a little bit want it. I said, somebody went to CVS today. Now who went? I hear a little bit in the background. She say, I went to CVS. She's like, Mom's like, you gotta, you tracking us? I said, well, y'all email came from, I guess you use, the extra care card.
Mm-hmm.
When you scan it, it sends me an email. I was like, I'll just try and make sure. And she was like, yeah, I went there to get some female products and stuff like that. I was like, oh, okay, I just wanted to make sure.
I'm weak.
Yeah, so I just got an email from my job that we haven't got to go get tested Monday or Tuesday. We're supposed to report back on Tuesday. So I don't know if we're reporting back because the email didn't say nothing about Tuesday. It just said the 5th through the rest of the week will be virtual.
They need to shut y'all down.
Yeah.
Because our cases have been so high in the area.
Columbia today had the highest. They broke a record.
Was it yesterday? Was the world record was like 480,000?
Yeah, yesterday. And then DC had something I seen today. I said, that where I might have been.
Yeah, so
yeah, my homegirl who works like at one of the testing sites, part-time, she was like, literally every car that I tested came back positive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that my mama said when she went to get her booster, the lady that was in the back overheard her saying, like, we've had so many positive tests today. Like, what is happening? I'm like, it is what it is. So y'all stay safe.
Stay
I'm praying
safe.
for
Yeah.
anybody dealing with it, anybody hospitalized, any deaths. My prayers with y'all, man. We got
Yeah.
to.
You could also put the little CDC memes in December though, Sergio, because those have been
Yeah.
hilarious.
The CDC memes. CDC say y'all on y'all own.
CDC say like literally they throwing up the little papers. Y'all remember the meme where the guy was throwing up the paper? That's what the CDC.
CDC is really giving me Black Mama. Tell your ass on the side there. Go on. Go on, see what happened. And I told you.
What Kevin on stage said talking about the CDC. Hold on, I gotta read it. Y'all gotta find it.
It was like
The
I done
best
told
thing
you
was
one
funny.
time. Go on out there. You
The
ain't
CDC,
gonna
y'all
learn.
don't want to wear a mask. Y'all don't want to get vaccinated. Y'all don't want to wash our hands no more. Like, baby, what do y'all want from me?
You know
What do you want
You know they say you ain't gonna know a snake till it bites you in the ass.
What
from me?
Right. Or they say the other one say y'all I tested positive for COVID. Their it didn't say their story. It was showing them in the club.
Oh, I didn't know how I tested positive, and then it'd be like,
Yeah, I don't know
you
how.
was in, you was out here,
Right.
Yeah,
I
so
don't know.
the tweet say drink some ginger ale and go lay down. And
Right.
go get your present.
Look what somebody put in the comments though. Had me weak. Mom, can I get my booster? Mom, we got boosters at home. Boosters at home. The bowl. The Canada Dry bowl, baby.
Canada Dry bowl. I'm telling you.
I know I got me some Canada Dry, baby. I said, let me just gear me some of
I
this
ain't seen
ginger.
that bowl since I was buying it when it first came out.
Food Lion got it. Food Lion got it.
It make the having your nose do like this. When you swallow
that ginger,
having your nose do like this.
I like
that ginger hit. Oh, I think I got some ginger candies in the cabinet.
Okay, so we go close and talk about how we felt inspired by the Insecure documentary.
Okay.
We also have to talk about the last episode because we didn't.
So
last
episode in the documentary.
So Insecure had its series finale, and y'all, I'm happy how it ended.
Hold on, y'all.
Oh, what happened?
I'm sorry, y'all, but we have to shout out. I mean, I know I ain't trying to get sad, but I gotta recognize RIP DMX. We got to recognize some of the legends that we
yes,
lost.
Yes. Come on.
Yes.
So, of course, we talked about Betty Wright. Betty Wright, not Betty Wright, Lord Jesus. Betty White.
Why?
All right.
Cicely Tyson, she unfortunately left us at the top of the year.
Mother.
We are referring to, well, I'm gonna say y'all can edit the list, but I'm saying people that I know. So I'm sorry if I missed your name. RIP to all of you, but I'm just doing some notable ones. Cicely Tyson, legend. Y'all already know how I felt about it, and I'm not gonna repeat it because I'm gonna respect the dead. But she was a legend, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Also, Colin Powell. Now, me and Colin, we didn't see eye to eye all the time. But he did what he did for us when he did it.
And he was one of the first Black people we knew that was up there.
Okay. Yes.
He was one of the Black people we knew that was up there.
Yes. True. Also, Virgil.
Yeah.
We know we had some issues with him and his $50, but he changed the game in the fashion industry and elsewhere.
Yes, he did.
So DMX, of course, and also I'm missing somebody.
Michael K. Williams.
Yes, Michael K. Williams. That is exactly who I was thinking about. So.
Oh, wait. And also, Hank Aaron passed away this year also.
Hank passed away this year?
He went on the glory.
Oh, y'all, they be running. It be so many tragic losses. I can't
send that one.
Say what, Ashley?
Oh,
I think she had sent that one to me.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I know I didn't send that to you.
Yeah, he went on to glory. And recently, Y'all familiar with Bell Hooks, black author, woman? She wrote a book. I'm gonna have to send it to y'all. It's called We Real Cool.
Yeah,
It's a
she
good.
died like in the last month or something, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P. to Black Excellence.
So I just wanted to get that in to wrap up our 2021 before we talk about Insecure. So I don't know. This Betty White. I hope it's just not an indication of what's coming in 2022 because
We thinking
we
positive.
know.
We thinking positive.
I mean, it's life. This is what
It
happens
is
in life.
life.
I was about to say we know that we're gonna experience loss. Nobody knows the time, nobody knows the day or the hour. But I just hope,
Preach.
I just hope that
Or
everybody gets their flowers while they're here.
they're
And
alive.
that's it.
Cause I tell you, oh, oh, I need TD Jakes to preach the
Wake
eulogy.
up, wake up, wake up.
They need to do a big old cookout at Tyler
You need
Perry.
James about the last pastor we got.
Y'all. Wait, before we interact with
Oh, girl,
one
I think
thing,
say you just read something tragic.
one thing that we didn't talk about. Well, we done talked about it on the podcast, but we gonna bring it back. Jesse finally
Oh,
He finally what?
he finally had his court case. Y'all know.
Oh
it
Lord.
turned out how we
Guilty.
thought.
Exactly.
That was a big part.
But that was a big moment in 2021.
Big moment.
So we're gonna throw that in there really quick. We ain't gonna stay on it too long. Y'all just go back and listen to I think episode 51. That was what it was.
It's in the title.
It's in the title,
That's
right?
it.
And y'all can get all the tea about that. But yes, that was a big moment.
So we're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about Betty White homegoing right quick.
Oh yeah.
I was on the phone with Ashley and she would say, so Betty White homegoing on the come in, she say Bishop T.D. Jakes
Yeah.
and Shirley Caesar singing The Church is in Mourning.
Okay. I like
Yolanda Adams is gonna sing Alone in a Room.
it. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Reflection moments.
Ooh.
It's gonna be some I don't know who this random white person is. But then she say friends, relatives, and remarks. She say only two people get go up there, and it's gonna be in the lottery, and we drawing names. If your name don't get picked, you don't get to say nothing.
You don't get to speak.
The eulogy is gonna be given by President Barack Obama.
Okay, I like that.
John P. Key go saying Jesus is real.
Come on, John P.
And then she say on the leave out, not the benediction, on the leave out. Thank you for being a friend with that black man ad-libbing. With the black man ad-libbing. And then she say, cookout to be after at Tyler Perry shit in Atlanta.
Not Tyler Perry shit in Atlanta. That sounds like a nice time.
Don't
we need to have our own home going.
For her, right.
Look at us being black and selfish.
We can't join them together.
We don't want to blend it.
We're not blending families. We don't blend families. And I'm not the type to be inviting people to the cookout. So they can't come with us. We gonna do it over here.
Over here. I agree.
Okay. Insecure. The question is,
wait.
We gotta do the episode first.
Are you doing the finale? Are you saying a question for the finale or the doc?
Yeah.
Oh,
Said it for the finale. So, like, this is Insecure. The question is, do y'all think Issa is secure now? Final episode. Go ahead.
Go Ash.
I guess I never thought about it as her being like secure. I think so. I think she's growing into that. I think she's, like she said in the episode, it was her. She was thinking thinking everybody else was doubting her and telling her that, she can't do it. She can't do that. But when it was really herself.
Mm-hmm.
So when she really started putting herself first and what herself wanted and going after those things, I think it did help her in a sense become secure. So I think it's not something that you can just, I don't know if you can become, or maybe it's she's becoming, or if it's something that it's a constant work ethic that you have to do to stay in that mindset. So I guess I'm saying yes. I think Insecure ended how I guess we always hoped it would be, you know, with Issa and Lawrence, or what the show always told. What the show always gave, or thinking of the best interest of what the characters want.
Okay.
It ended in that way. So who going next?
Yeah, Issa's secure for sure. Like, did y'all realize that Mira Issa was gone? That was her insecurity.
Oh,
come on!
At the
Come on,
end,
bring revelation.
Mira Issa was
you, Tequila been out here pointing out all the things in the final episode. Okay, I'm like, who is this? Because girl,
I learned from who? Who did I learn from?
Come on.
Ashley.
I said, baby, I didn't even notice that. I was looking, but I missed it.
Yeah, so for sure, I think she's secure. But I do believe, like what Ashley said, is it's not I'm secure now and the work is done. Like, I think it's gonna be a continued progress on her staying secure now. So, yeah, I wasn't. Well, we'll get into my initial thoughts later, but yes, I think she's secure.
I think she's secure too, because she with me, right?
Oh, bye.
Into the episode, y'all.
What you say, Ashley?
Into the episode, y'all. Lord, how did it start off? It was what you call it, birthday?
Molly's birthday, right?
Molly's birthday. Yes, because Amanda was coming back. Tiffany was coming back to visit for the first time after she moved.
No.
Line.
Wasn't that?
Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
No.
I feel like it opened up on another scene too, Tequila.
Nathan and Issa in the house when him dropping her off.
Period. Yes, that's what it was. You're right.
Because remember at the fight, Nathan and Issa had that. Nathan and Lawrence. Lord, I can't get my words together. Had that fight at the end of the other episode. So Nathan was dropping her off, and they basically broke up. And then she slept on the couch and was sad. Then Molly came over. Let me say, shout out to y'all for the black placements of the liquor, the Ciroc, and the effing vodka. I didn't even know effing vodka still was happening. I didn't even know that was still.
You really drank the effing cucumber. I remember that. I picked that too.
I didn't realize it was cucumber. What is that?
Yeah. They had an effing cucumber. This was when they were starting at the same time as Ciroc. And
I did not know that.
Ciroc surpassed all of them.
Passed them, right?
Yeah. And it's still around, and I still see it.
Right.
But anyway, that's another conversation for another day. But yes, that's how it started out. And then I think we went to Molly's birthday. Then the birthday started.
Yes.
I like.
But y'all, it was too much. Pat, we can't break down scene for scene like we usually do. It was.
Oh no, I'm just gonna get into. They had. It was.
I'm letting them know. I'm letting the listeners know because you know we usually break it down. We're not doing that, y'all. It was too long.
So yes, it was an hour. They finally gave us an hour for the.
It was 41 minutes. They tried to cheat us, lying. But it's fine.
An hour with the commercial,
right?
But so yes, it does. The big, well, obviously breaking up Nathan, Issa. Then we go into Molly's birthday, y'all, and we see that she's still with her boo. What was his name? Torian. She's still with the boo.
Ain't been off a week, and you ought to forgetting Torian name. Put some respect on Torian name.
Right.
Okay, after that, I wanted them to be together. Listen, and this was a pivotal moment because later on in the episode, Molly loses her mother, and so this was the last birthday that she got to celebrate her moment. So that was why it was important to see. Also, this was the first time that Tiffany was coming back from Denver since she moved to Denver, and Kelly had also bought a boo. She had also found somebody, and they were in that little moment where they couldn't even talk. Okay, so the next birthday was
Issa's
birthday. and they
I
surprised
can't keep
Issa.
up. That's why I said I wasn't about to go see him. I wasn't going.
They
birthday.
surprised Issa. Well, I'm saying these two because these were very important because
I don't
this
remember.
is when Nathan they surprised Issa at Prince Sean's warehouse. And Nathan does pop up. Issa's talking about getting some birthday D, you know what I'm saying? But she's still technically still hurt about Nathan. But Nathan does show up. They really they do what they always do. They kind of leave their conversation open ended. How do y'all feel about
They
it?
didn't. That was closure.
Yeah, I
For
feel
me,
like because it was closure.
Well, you know, you don't be needing closure, but I feel like
no, that was closure. It was written for closure.
Yeah,
that's
and
how I
yeah,
feel.
but y'all don't feel like they were in a conversation and then it just stopped.
Because I feel like Nathan did it in the car, and like like I don't really rock with him like that. But like when he said like he said Issa, this messy shit, this is toxic for me, and I can't do it. He was like I can't do it.
Yeah, I knew when he came, they weren't getting back together. Like I knew that. What that was. But yeah, this was close because when for him, it was him when she was like, "Are you good?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm finally good. Like I'm here to stay in LA." So for me, he found himself. He knows where he wants to be, and he knows that's not with Issa. So that's how I took it, and I was just like, "Oh, well, Nathan." And I also want to say for y'all, you Nathan haters out there,
I don't hate him.
I'm just talking to the haters.
Okay.
Nathan played a big part in Issa's life on why she is secure and why she believes in herself. And if y'all don't remember, before there was the block, who told her? Now they was talking on that Ferris wheel before it got a little nasty, honey. And at Beachella, whatever, Coachella, he was encouraging her. That next day she went down there trying to get them to permits. Now it didn't happen that day, but he was always letting her know that she could do it. And I feel like without Nathan, her growth would have took a little bit longer. And we don't know how the finale would have ended. So Lawrence, thank you, boy. Because he turned Issa into the woman that you can now love.
And you break that because of that. That's why I think I still low-key wanted Issa to be with Nathan. Because he brought out the best in her. Like, I'm not saying Lawrence isn't doing that, but we don't obviously get to see that progression.
Well, yeah, we got
to see it with Nathan. So it was just like, and but like for us, the breakup was last week, and then for them, the breakup was like a few months down the line in the show. So I was still like,
I think they portrayed. Well, I just feel like because when she said people come into your life for a season, that is very well true. And I feel like I can be a good friend to you, and we don't belong together.
Yeah,
I feel like that's very much Issa and Nathan. Like I feel like, of course, it would be weird because Lawrence is in the picture, but I feel like they could be really good friends. Yeah. And it's like I push you, you push me. But Nathan still got to, well, we don't know. He might be fine, but I just feel like them together, it's just too much.
They both had a lot of baggage. It wasn't like they were coming into a relationship empty-handed. Like they were coming in with a lot. And both of them needed dependencies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Nathan clearly needed a lot of attention that Issa was just not able to give.
Yeah,
in that way. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's how I feel,
Yeah, I felt like it was just a week span for me. I just needed more time. Like I needed another episode of just they're officially going. But no, but yeah, I thought that was obviously a pivotal moment. Of course, the other girls have birthdays. Like Kelly announces that she's actually pregnant on her birthday. Tequila said in a side discussion that Tiffany, baby, she just was not put together, and so
Tiffany is depressed.
Yeah, she was not put together. But I think her, and I know this really should not depend on anything, but I think them showing her pregnant at the end of the season was supposed to reflect that she was okay, and she was back to her blonde hair. So to me, it was given like Tiffany is back to herself. Or she's found herself.
To me, she at a wedding, so she got Tiffany ain't gonna show up to no wedding looking at me.
But yes, I do. I agree, Tequila.
Also, her last baby put her through hell. Pregnancy, she was going through hell. So I'm just thinking, who knows? I just feel like you can't go from being depressed. We ain't hitting up about no therapy. Now I'm just saying, like, it
Maybe
was a
they
lot.
moved back. It was open. Maybe they moved back. You don't think they moved back?
They moved back. They moved back. The bitches is still in Denver. It's too much money in Denver for old boy. They ain't moving back. But yeah, I just feel like, I don't know. Hopefully, I hope Tiffany's okay. Honestly, I don't care about Tiffany. But when they show her in that black wig at Kelly's birthday, I said, baby, she going through. She going through. Why they had that wig on Amanda like that?
I ain't
I
like
don't
that.
know, baby.
I didn't like
ain't never had no
Yvonne's
black
wig.
hair ever. I don't know why
No,
she had
but
that
that's
wig.
what I'm saying. That was showing depression. I was like, baby, she not all right.
And I think maybe when Kelly announced that she was pregnant, it gave her like more of a sense of a purpose. I don't know. I just felt like she okay. I'ma just put her in the okay bag.
Hey, everybody okay but Tiffany, because we'll get to the doc later.
Right.
I'm gonna say Tiffany
But
okay. Kelly,
congrats to my girl Kelly, though. Congrats to my girl.
Yes, we did see a bigger story arc with Kelly. Obviously, she ended up working at Molly Firm. She ended up doing what she wanted to do. She created a job for herself. So let that inspire you, entrepreneurs out there that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can create your own lane. Y'all don't have to fit into a box at these corporate jobs or operations. Like, y'all can literally create your own job and create your own lane and make it work for you. And thankfully, she had a great friend that helped her in the process. So if y'all can find a way to work with your friends, then yeah, be the help that they might need, to help each other up the ladder. Because I feel like that's what it's all about. If you can, because honey, when I get into a place, nepotism is going to be real. Okay.
Me too.
Right.
I think those were really the highlights. Really, it just went. I thought it was a good way to end the season because
Lawrence, you ain't talking about Issa and Lawrence.
Oh,
They
Issa and
engaged,
Lawrence.
They engaged.
Issa and Lawrence, they end up engaged.
And my initial thought, they not making it to the house.
I think they're gonna be fine. I think they're gonna be fine.
Well, I think so now, but
initially, yeah, I think if they continue to do the work and they focus on themselves and they don't allow what other people have to say about their relationship, I think they'll be fine.
Well,
and I mean,
everybody is Team Lawrence.
Team Lawrence, well, yeah. I don't know. They really, because Lawrence wasn't at the table with them.
Because he wasn't in the wedding.
He went to go get what?
The champagne.
I don't know.
That's true.
They could have written that better.
That's true. It was written for that reason.
Yeah, because we were supposed to think that he's not there. Oh, they might have broke up, and then he came with the drink.
Yeah.
That's how it was.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like that. I thought he could have just all been there.
That's because you didn't know.
What you mean? I didn't know.
Okay,
I knew they was gonna be together.
That's not what I'm talking about. That ain't what I'm talking about.
Oh, well.
But yeah, so Issa and Lawrence are engaged. She's a stepmama now. And I hated it at first. I didn't hate it. I just was a little annoyed at it. But, Issa is secure Issa now. She not. I was thinking about what was going to happen with insecure Issa. And I wanted Issa to be by herself to figure herself out. But now I think about it, she is secure. So, go get your soulmate, girl. Go get the love of your life. And honestly, you're the one. He's not a bum anymore. And you're the one that cheated. So what am I really holding against Lawrence? Other than him calling you a hoe in the middle of the street.
Ooh.
But that's it. I don't let nothing go. That's why. Next time you call me a hoe at what's the name party? Oh, you thought you ate. You thought you ate.
Okay, Doc. How y'all feel?
That ain't what Sergey ain't on my page.
Oh, where I'm at?
He right there for you? He right there?
He at the bottom.
I was pointing to the bottom.
Yeah. She do
But
like,
you in the corner, like you point.
oh,
He in the middle for me.
I was trying to do the middle, but I don't
so
know.
what that mean, Ashley?
Nothing.
Okay.
I
I
missed
got
it
you.
too.
No, no.
And no,
Okay.
it's hard. The moment gone. Yeah,
Yeah,
got
I
it.
know. Yeah, I got it.
the moment's gone.
Anyway, documentary. Um, the documentary really put the whole season together for me. Not the whole season, but it put the episode together really well for me. It made me understand it a lot. And away from Insecure, it did a lot for me personally. It did a lot for me personally. It made me appreciate Black excellence a lot more. Just to see that, just to see how Issa really looked out for the cookout, like big time. How she brought, like how she brought people along with her. How she
We got
gave
a lot of
people,
new, like a
yeah,
lot of new
how
directors.
she gave people chances and stuff like that. And that's big. That's inspiring. Especially for the late 20 somethings, early 30 somethings, and stuff like that. That are like not just trying,
Or mid and late 30s, because we done did
yeah,
some
or
more.
whatever. Yeah, and not for people that's just like wanting to go into acting or whatever stuff like that, but just like in life in general, they are trying to like really, really, really make moves. And so from like them talking about I think it was one of the directors, she was saying like, what would we be like if we showed y'all at the end of season 4 that Issa found her soulmate, and that in season 5 you don't get to be with your soulmate. That
That's what changed my view on the ending, and
yeah,
also
that
how could they show that Black women can't have it all? That's what
yeah.
changed for me.
And I was like, and that didn't make sense. I was like, that make sense if it didn't go like that. And then I took it and I flipped that and I used Issa and Lawrence, aside from like a relationship, but like I just feel like in life, as a person, as people, we deserve to be happy. Like we deserve to be happy. And so like throughout from season 1 to season, to season 5, like we say we don't give a fuck, but sometimes we do, because like we check, we care about what our friends say just a little bit. We care about a little bit what our friends say. We gonna want to do what we want to do.
Not when I say I don't give a fuck. I mean that shit.
Okay, I take that. We gonna want to do what we want to do, but like Molly and Issa for like the approval from back of one another, Tiffany and the approval for one. Let's just go into like to real life and stuff like that. We talk to our friends and stuff, or our families. Like we tell them, and then to the point to like, okay, I'm just shut up because I know this is what I want. I know this is what I want to do, and if I let this go, let this come out of my mouth to some people about what I want to do, what they say or what they think it just might deter me from being, from going for what I want. And so I ain't got no sermon or anything like that, but mine was like kind of like stop allowing, but literally stop.
Sure?
I got it. I got him like stop allowing people to deter you from like what is for you. And so for Issa, it was Lawrence. For Lawrence, it was Issa. But aside from the relationship, for us, let's think about like, okay, we might not know what our purpose is. We might know what our purpose is. And we talk about that shit, like we see that shit, but then like we have obstacles in the way. We don't know what our obstacle is. Issa and Lawrence, that obstacle, that baby. However, you gotta learn, and our obstacle might not be a baby. However, we gotta learn how to deal with the obstacles in the road, because just because there's an obstacle in the road don't mean like the road is cut off. And so like it came back around. It came back around, and like, they dealt with it. Like you're gonna let this obstacle stop you from, like from going to get that $1 million that you can get. You go let this obstacle stop you from going to get that man that you want to get. You go, I'll let this obstacle stop you from going to get that woman you want to get. Or
it depends on the obstacle.
Yeah, or you gonna be, you be like, oh yeah, that baby just ain't the obstacle that I want right now. Like
yeah, I understand. Like for me, it wasn't Like, well, I know Ashley don't believe in looking back. Like, X is in the rear view. Ashley don't believe in that, and I'm about with her as well. But I just feel like for Issa and Lawrence, it wasn't anything done like on Lawrence's part. I will say malicious. Like, of course, he was a bum for 4 years, but you stayed with him and you was willing to work it out after you cheated on him, Issa. So it's like Lawrence was the guy that you wanted from the beginning. Like, he didn't do anything. Like, he had this baby, but y'all were broken up. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Issa, she cheated on him, but it was like not to justify cheating, but she had her own reasons for that. It was one time she felt awful. I will say that. So I feel like inside their relationships, I'm not saying they didn't have problems, but I feel like everything could have been overcame. Like, so it made sense for them to grow as people and then come back. But I think what happens is when people try to be happy and go for they want, they go back to toxic situations.
Yeah,
Either one of them have grown and y'all just trying to force something to work and it ain't gonna work.
it ain't gonna
So
work.
that's when I don't agree. But anyway, that's besides the point. That's a whole nother episode. The documentary was inspiring for me. Of course, y'all know I cried. I cried 3 times. I don't remember when,
Not
but
three.
3 times. I don't remember when, but I did cry 3 times. It was inspiring. Um, dang, what did Kelly? Oh, Kelly really inspired. I'm sorry, Natasha really inspired me when she was talking about her not being ready or thinking she wasn't ready to play the role Kelly. When she said, the people around her believed in her more than she did. She didn't think she could accomplish that. And for me, from season 1, episode 2, I think was the first time we saw Kelly. One of them episodes. Kelly was Kelly from the beginning. Like, I'm like, she,
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? But to hear that she had doubts and was still working on herself and still learning and still like growing, to the outside world, she was already perfect, but to herself, she didn't even believe in herself and she still produced. Just get out there and do it. That was one of the most inspiring things to me. And also, Issa is the GOAT. Like, to me, she is my GOAT. Like, there's nobody higher, there's nobody better, there's nobody nothing. Watching that documentary, from her putting on directors, actors, actresses,
Mm-hmm.
PAs, writers, assistants, and to the drivers. Like, literally to drivers. This man did not
Yeah.
know how he was gonna feed his family, and she gave him a job because she knew him from the store or whatever. It's like she puts people in position to go. You either gonna swim or sink. And I feel like when somebody believes that much in you, you gonna swim every time. Like, you're not even gonna just want to let yourself. You don't want to let yourself down, but you also don't want to let the person that put you in position down. You want to prove yourself. So I feel like her work ethic is unmatched. I feel like all her inspiration is just. It was just a beautiful thing. Like, that
Mm-hmm.
documentary is probably the one thing that inspired and touched me the most in 2021.
Amen.
Yeah.
Well, y'all know the documentary. I love a good doc one, but Issa is someone that I personally look up to as a Black woman in the film and television industry. She's so pivotal to me, and to be following her from her start to like her peak, and her peak that keeps on growing is so inspiring, and it's so rewarding to be able to see a Black woman not only create a platform for herself but for other people, and for these other people to grow and to mature. And she gave so many people, from if you were a PA, if you were a director, a writer, a DP, all their first to work on this show. And it was so great to see that, and they were Black people. And it was cool because one of the white producers, he was like, yo, it's never been where I'm the only white guy that gets
Mm-hmm.
on in a production vehicle. Like, usually it's more white people and then like one Black person. But he's like, no, it's one white guy and I'm a gay white guy. So think of all the diversity that she's bringing. He's like, this is one of the most diverse sets that I've ever worked on. And to know that that's out there, to know like that's a goal that I can shoot for and surpass with, you know, my journey as a independent filmmaker. It's always rewarding. It's always inspiring. And this isn't the one that I saw, but I think this is a good one, and it gives us 5 lessons that can be learned from Insecure. And the first one was know when it's time to resign. In the series,
I got that one down.
In the series, both Issa and Molly wrestle through tough career moments. In season 2, Molly accidentally discovers that one of her white male colleagues was paid significantly more when she was provided his pay stub. And then in season 3, Issa struggles with her employer culture of racial insensitivity and microaggression behaviors. This becomes a pivotal moment in acquiring the sparks to venture a new path with her career. Number 2, which I think is a super huge big one, it's friendships go through growing pains. Insecure presented a relatable view of Black millennial life navigating through friendship phases. In season 3, the dynamic of the friendship between Kelly, Tiffany shifted as Tiffany's character, Seals, traversed for the beginnings of mommyhood. In the season 3rd episode, Kelly struggles with fear that she is losing her friend, with Tiffany's focus on having a baby shifts her seek out other moms for connection. This moment illustrates how navigating new life stages can alter the dynamic in friendships. And let me be true, this was a real season for me because at the same time, I had stepped out on my new adventure, moving. I was living in Virginia, and then my best friend became pregnant. So it was just a whole new arc to be able to know how to, you know, be a friend to a friend that's not just my friend, but she's also about to be this mom. She's struggling with, you know, all the different things new moms are struggling with. So when I tell you that was like a real episode to be like, wow, they're showing this on television. Like, I'm going through this right now. It was so super relatable. And obviously your friendships are going to change. They're going to grow. But, you know, if you can stick it through, they're obviously going to be for the better of the friendship. 3, we've been talking about this, I feel like, all day and all week. Invest in your mental health. Y'all know this is a big thing. Shout out to Charlamagne the God. I feel like he was probably one of the first over here saying it. And we got to see a lot of that in the episode. We see Molly, she goes to therapy. She ventures through different sessions of, you know, through the span of the show. And with her therapist, she unpacks a dishonest between her sacrifices at her law firm and the correlation to her salary to navigating obstacles in love, relationships, and friendships. So y'all, you know, seek out to go to therapy or just whatever you need to do to better your mental health. You know what I'm saying? If that's saying no, if that's taking a break, if that's relaxing, getting your nails done, getting your hair done, like whatever it is, do what you need to do to make sure that you have mental health and you're protecting your mental health in 2022. 4, stop giving CPR to dead situations.
Standing ovation. I didn't know this was coming, baby. They don't woke me up. That's the one right there.
I said this was good. This is not even the one I saw on Instagram, but this one I said, baby, wait a minute. I got to read these because these are
Let it die.
I might have to use that in my social media post for the new year.
Oh, that's good. Yes. This probably was the biggest and consistent lesson that was show's main star Issa had to explore in her journey of personal growth. Whether it was her personal relationship or a professional one, sis stayed trying to receive or stick with things that weren't meant to be. Sometimes the best thing you can do is walk away and accept when something has run its course. And I feel like that is a good definition of her and Nathan going their separate ways. Like, baby, it's not gonna work. Like, because you really, your heart is someplace else. And so you got to stop lying to yourself.
And Nathan don't want her ass either. Let's not forget.
Right. And Nathan, like he said, he had always a feeling in his stomach, in his gut, that this wasn't what he, needed.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to, you know what I'm saying? Yourself always be telling you. Y'all got to have discernment in 2022. Because self always be talking. You got to listen to that good angel. Because I'm telling you, they be speaking knowledge. What was you going to say, Tequila?
Oh, it was nothing about, it was about Nathan and stuff. We don't need to get off on that. We need to stick with the topic.
Okay, and then 5, embrace rejection, but remain focused. Woo, baby. We can all say that we've had this lesson taught to us.
I mastered that back. I think I mastered that in 2019/2020. That's
you know
when
what? I think I'm living this one. Like, y'all know, life ain't been easy, okay? But I think I'm definitely living in the stay focused part. Like, stay focused, stay consistent.
You done already did that because you've dealt with rejection this year and you stayed focused and you had new opportunities because you stayed focused and you're continuing to do so. But you done already conquered. You just got to continue to do that.
Come on, you are more than a conqueror.
And I am.
Y'all got to celebrate y'all wins at every level.
You know what? And that's
what I'm trying to do, because
write that down, Surgery. Write that down.
I got it.
When Issa decided to step out of and work in something that aligned with her passion and gifts, it wasn't an easy process. Let me repeat that, because I know I need to repeat for people in the back. When Issa decided to step out and work in something that aligned with her passions and her gifts, it wasn't an easy process. She was rejected repeatedly in her quest to put on the block party to pay homage to artists and businesses in her neighborhood. However, she steadied the course to achieve something bigger than she imagined possible for herself, while still honoring those artists/businesses with her capability. Ooh, Lord. Y'all.
You know who else was despised and rejected? Ooh, my Jesus.
Do you know?
My God today.
Do you know his name?
Do you know his name? And you know he was black. They gonna do niggas. They gonna do the niggas the way they do the niggas.
Put some respect on my name. Okay. So they also did a recap for the final season will teach us. But why they got this picture up? Why they got the Asian guy? Okay. The door is wide open in the direction the show will take to end this roller coaster journey of joy and pain. Sometimes pain, it has in quotes. We'll all have to tune in to see how it ends. Let's hope. Oh, never mind. Cut.
Not cut, but that was good. I like them 5 points. Send me that.
Okay.
Yeah, I like them 5 points, baby, because who's staying in a situation that's not for you, baby? That thing. Who? That's another podcast. Maybe we can break these down on the podcast.
We should. And there's another one, but this one is like for, I guess, more so for like entrepreneurs or just anybody that's, going through a journey or trying to figure themselves out. They give 7 lessons, but I'm gonna send this one to y'all too because I think it's good. Like 7 lessons you can learn from Issa's journey, and I think that's positive because, like I said, like people say, Issa's the GOAT, and I'm agreeing with it. Issa is the GOAT. We love you over here, Issa.
We do.
Okay.
Yes, that was good. That was really good. Those were some.
They just really perfectly.
Some great takeaways.
Yeah. It was some great takeaways. I also want to just acknowledge just the growth. I feel like as people, we have grown with Insecure. Like Tequila made it clear to me that like I didn't even think about it. We were talking on the phone and she was like, Ashley, like you first moved to Virginia when Insecure came on. And she's like, I was first moving to Charlotte, and like how we were depressed. And that show, like, I'm gonna say like this show was part of like obviously many other things, but it was a part of us reconnecting, growing our friendship the way it's grown. Tequila and I have had many seasons of growth and friendship. But I will say Insecure has definitely been one. Like when I look back, like I'm gonna be like, girl, you remember when we was talking about Insecure and reviewing Insecure? And just to see where it started and to see where it's grown, like, baby, I was Issa, okay? I mean, I feel like I saw myself in a lot of the characters, but y'all know, like, I'm awkward. So I feel like I have that. You don't think I'm awkward? I think I'm very awkward. I also think
niggas love claiming awkward now. As soon as Issa came out, now everybody want to be awkward.
Awkward.
You ain't no Issa kind of awkward.
Okay, maybe not.
I think everybody a little awkward in certain situations.
Yeah.
You ain't on Issa level, I tell you that.
Yeah.
So who Lawrence and who Nathan?
You know who Lawrence is in the building.
No, I'm talking about in your life. You Issa, right?
Oh. I said different. No, like
just the awkward
relationship part.
Let us know.
I had the relationship part of life, but I'm talking about as the work, like
I'm
as
just
her
playing. I get it.
In her career, I felt like we had. But like I said, I saw things with me like as Molly as well. Like I was just like, oh, like I can see. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, y'all, I don't see myself in nobody. Maybe Kelly. I'm Kelly.
I saw myself in Kelly when she was going through the thing.
I ain't see myself in Issa, Molly, Tiffany, none of them hoes.
None of them?
No.
What about you, Sir?
I just think that I think that Insecure was a great series. I saw myself.
Why are you not trying to answer the question? Deflecting.
Because he
I saw myself.
We already went through
a lot of people. The insecurities. I guess it's not hard for me to like to relate to like the insecurities that Issa had. I love Molly's personality. Not Molly's personality, but Tiffany. What's the girl name? Kelly's personality. Like Kelly been my girl since like.
Ashley. Because you can't remember her name.
Yeah, because I want to call her Natasha. That's my homegirl. I want to call her Natasha. That's my homegirl.
You can say Natasha.
I want to respect her character name though. So Kelly. But yeah, I saw myself in a lot of people in the show. And maybe it's the reason why I don't like her, like Nathan for Issa. It's because I saw a lot of myself
Nathan
alone. Yes,
I saw a lot of myself in Nathan. Because of like like the protecting the mental health and trying to make stuff work that we know good and well ain't supposed to work. We not gonna talk about that though, because y'all know that. But we've moved on. But just like y'all say, I feel like how Issa and Nathan can be good friends, even though Lawrence is in the picture now. I feel like myself and somebody else could be good friends. But I'm gonna leave it right there, and that's all it's gonna be.
Not for my watch.
No newspaper over here for you to read. Take the glasses off.
What you trying to tell us? What you trying to tell us at the end of 2020?
Now we discussing after we record.
That situation is dead.
Okay, Insecure at the end of an era.
Yes.
Bravo.
Yes. Also, y'all comment below. Was this one? Because Tequila mentioned yesterday as well on the phone. She was saying how this was the first like season finale.
Oh yeah,
like that we could think as an adult that we watched live. Like, of course, we have pivotal ones like Martin, the Jamie Foxx show, Fresh Prince. That we remember the ending episode, but to watch them live and then I guess they'd be so significant. So
I mean a show like this. Like I remember watching Scandal live. Like I mean like a black show.
And I think the closest one that we said we could have had, we didn't have, which would have been Moesha. Because we were kind of
wasn't adults, but
we weren't, but we were kids. You know what I'm saying? But we never got a finale.
And I'd have stopped watching it after the Saturn.
I was thinking about that the other day.
Early.
I'd have stopped watching after the Saturn.
The other day. I said Moesha was wrong, y'all. She was so wrong.
But I think Insecure was we needed it. We needed it for sometimes you think our friend group, sometimes we feel like, okay, like sometimes you feel like, hey, maybe it's just my friends. We the only friend group that act like this. But then when you see it televised, you're like, oh, like, yo, all us is like this.
Black people live in the same life.
We all live the same life.
We do.
You know, like we watching the series from series 1 to series from season 1 to season 5, and we know the dialogue because we've lived these lives. And I'm just like, so we needed that representation, especially for young Black millennials.
Because Dre, I'm calm, but I can go up.
I'm calm, but I can go up. You want to talk shit? You want to run your mouth?
You want some gangsters out your mouth?
Because Will said this, y'all. They call me badass, and I'll punish you. You ain't my equal. We ain't people. I ain't one of you. Okay. Proverb.
All right, y'all.
That is a proverb.
We'll go on it. Insecure, Issa, everyone involved. Thank you. We appreciate y'all.
Yes, the end of an
All
era.
Right.
That was good.
What we going out saying? What y'all want to do?
Let's sing a song.
No, I meant, did y'all want to say a quote or say?
I know that's what
Oh, I was like, what?
Good. Okay, my quote. This gonna be my quote going into the new year. Y'all know I already been saying it.
I don't know what mine is.
Go ahead.
Money recognizes me.
Money recognizes
Period.
me. Period.
Okay. So when y'all see me, just know y'all see money.
All right.
What's my song, Sergey? What's my song? I take PayPal. I take Cash App.
Run me my money. Run it.
Come on. I heard the key. I heard you say that. You trying to sneak it in.
So yes, that's gonna be on mine. Money recognizes me, honey. And when y'all see me, y'all gonna see money, okay? Y'all see, I tried to get a little glitz, a little glam, because I'm trying to walk in this new year. Y'all remember the girl that be walking? What you think she's stepping on?
She was on the crate. She was on the crate. The new year tried to come early because girl,
I ain't seen her yet, y'all.
I ain't seen her yet this year, but I'm looking for you, girl. Okay, you keep walking, you keep stepping in that.
She gonna be on. I bet you somebody gonna put her on the real crates this year.
She probably was. I think she probably put her on the crates when the whole crate challenge was.
Yeah, they did. They did that.
All right, who going next? Go ahead, Sergey.
Nah, man.
It's my section. I got to go next.
It is her section. This is her segment.
Well,
I don't have nothing, so I should probably.
What I'm gonna take out, what I'm taking with me, like I was telling them, I said 2020 was a good year for me. It made me realize, it was fine to be selfish. And then 2021, all this year, I have really practiced being selfish and being fine with, like doing what's best for me, doing what's gonna make me happy. And in 2022, I said I'm going into 2022 meaning that shit. Meaning like I done practice. I've been playing practice for 2 years.
So now you gotta walk it out for real. Okay.
Do it how you do it. You gotta walk it out. It's
do it like it's your B-Day. Do it like it's your B-Day. Baby. I also want to say before Tequila comes in, gives her last little touches, put some respect on her name.
Don't build me up because I ain't got that much for you today.
What you said, lower your. No, we taking it up, okay? I want to say, because I know this call has been going on, people been saying, "Oh, it's gonna be 2022 again." Am I saying it right? Because I feel like I be saying it wrong.
2022.
Because 2022 is
It's gonna
2020 also.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
like that. So I feel like this is a good, we all said some crazy things about 2020, and it might have been, you know what I'm saying? It might have been a crazy year. It might have been a bad year. But God is giving us a second chance to do things better, to call this year something better, to give it a different name. He's giving us a second chance. So definitely take advantage of what this new year has to bring.
Oh, Nasha.
Because, and that's why I said I want to keep it on positivity. Because it sucks that we had to lose Betty. I got to bring it back because Betty was a real one, y'all. It sucks. But I'm not going to walk in holding that grudge against 2022 because I just believe.
Come on, believe.
Okay, I just believe that God has some amazing, some great things, more than we can imagine.
99.5 won't do.
It won't do.
Oh, that's weak.
I saw that one earlier.
I was trying to hold it after the pod, but since you brought
Send me
it
that.
Bring it back.
Right now.
Listen, God can do all things. Okay,
Right.
You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. So remember that.
All right now. You
Remember
better
that.
preach. And you know what? You talking about these miracles. You know what prophetess Whitney Houston said?
Believe.
There can be no.
I didn't hit the key. Let me follow
You singing, I believe in miracles. I was singing, there can be miracles when you believe.
That's what I was trying to get to. I said, I ain't on the right key.
No hope is frail.
I ain't know what y'all was
thinking.
Yes.
Prince of Egypt.
Prince of
He's just trying to show his vocals. That's all.
Cut it out.
So yes, y'all call this 2022 something great, okay? Call it something great.
Call it what you need it to be, and not what your preacher says is gonna be tonight at midnight.
Listen, Megan Good ain't going tonight, so y'all ain't got to go neither.
Megan Good outside in these streets. Oh, Marianne better stay away from Megan because she out there.
Miss McNasty, what does thing say?
That's what it say, ain't it?
Miss McNasty. Who said
that?
That's what her Instagram said, ain't it?
I don't follow her.
I was like, that ain't it, but it does say that.
If you're nasty, she said Megan G, Miss Franklin. If you're nasty, that's a.
Oh, well, she ain't Miss Franklin no more.
Well, technically, she still
so
is.
She ain't nasty no more, I guess. Okay. Well, what I would say is,
I hope she's still nasty.
She is.
Okay, good.
21 questions. I was to my podcast. They kept saying 21 questions for Megan Good. Y'all done.
You know, probably wrong melody, child.
Okay, so what I would say is for 2022, all gas, no brakes.
No brakes.
What Ashley and Sergey said, choose you. Continue to choose you, whatever makes you happy, as long as you ain't harming nobody. I always like to throw that in there because some stuff people do makes them happy that we don't need. Okay.
Right.
So as long as you're not hurting nobody, do what makes you happy. And I will say something that I saw the other day that I never thought about is I always say no expectations, no disappointments. But I think in 2022, I'm going to change that because if you're always thinking in the negative or you always trying to be a realist, like I always say, I guess that's used as a crutch, then you can never experience the joy of just the journey.
Say the word.
So I didn't even know I was going to talk about this really.
Say that word.
So I just feel like in 2022, it's okay to be a realist, but it's also okay to have some optimistic goals as well, or thoughts, because like, of course, you're just gonna be disappointed whether you have expectations or not. Like, that's nothing we can run from. So I think I was just hiding behind that statement just as a wall, as a guard for me, to trick myself into thinking that, no, I'm not disappointed. But the truth is, you do get disappointed. So always just focusing, not technically negative, but just not looking at the brighter side. Sometimes just it how do I say this? It does take away the joy of life, but it also puts your mindset into something where you can't enjoy anything. Like, you're just always thinking of what could go wrong, what could do this, but what can go right? Because I always think I'm a logical person, but illogical miracles happen every day. So if I'm always trying to think of the logical way to do stuff, I'm limiting myself. You know what I'm saying? So in 2022, I'm just trying to just live life, whatever comes. And like we've been saying all podcasts, whatever you're dealt, you just gotta, it's how you react to situations. It's not what happens, it's how you react. You know? So I have a question that I need everybody to respond to themselves, like, because we're not gonna know. I want everybody to be at peace, but this is gonna be the question that you ask yourself to truly define if you're at peace in whatever situation. The question is, are you at peace when you don't get what you want? So that means stuff ain't going your way. Are you still at peace? Because you can be happy, you can be sad, but are you at peace? Are you content with what is happening, whether it's good or bad? Sorry.
Bring it back. Come on. Keep it in the road. Come on. Because this is good.
So that was from Prime Time, because I think they was asking him, like, I don't know what they was asking him, but he said, are you at peace when you don't get what you want? And that's in all facets of life. Your job, you're not making enough money, personal life, family, friends. Somebody can come in and tell you right now some tragic news, but are you at peace? If you're at peace, like truly at peace, that's not going to move your spirit. You're just going to deal with it as it comes. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that's where I'm trying to get to in my life. Like, I used to say, I want to be happy. No, I want to be at peace, because happiness comes and goes. Peace is stable. It's there. It's in like the infinity. Like, you can be happy, you can be sad, but if you're at peace, you'll know how to deal with it. So I ain't really got too much for y'all. I hope that was enough. So I hope everybody has a prosperous new year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Blessings on blessings on blessings.
Period. And with all further ado, it's been another episode of the JPP. We out. Bye.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Ashley from the Justpoddinpodcast with Ashley and Tequila, where a podcast is just a podcast. And I'm here because Tequila and I would like to thank each and every one of our listenerships. Whether you listen to us on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, or view us on YouTube, or on one of our other 7 different platforms, we just wanted to say thank you. And keep doing what you're doing. Subscribing, following, liking, commenting, sharing us with your family and friends, sharing us on your social media. All of that helps more people find us and become a part of the Just Poddin family. Also, if you would like to write us, you can do so at justpoddinpodcast@gmail.com. And if you're looking for more ways to support the Just Poddin podcast, you can do so at anchor.fm/justpoddin. All right, everybody. We love you. We out. Fire.